Hello there. Welcome back to Grade 11 Business Studies. In this video, we want to look at business control over the micro, market, and macro environment. So we are going to start by looking at micro environment. And we know that the micro environment is described as the internal environment of the business where the business is full control. So we go to our information that we have, that is on microenvironment. It reads that the business is full or complete control over components of the microenvironment. So very important to take note that the business has a full control over health and the internal functioning of the business and the exercise control by. So this is how the business has control over microenvironment. Of course, we are going to look at some components that we have of microenvironment and how they are controlled by the business. So we started the first point whereby we are saying establishing and revising its mission, vision, goals, and objectives in line with current trends. So basically, we are saying that the vision, the mission, goals, and objectives describes the first line that we have of components of microenvironment. So we are saying that the degree of control that is there of this part is on establishing and revising of the mission, vision, goals and objectives. So basically, that's what we want the first point, and we are going to employees understand what are the agreed goals, the components of also of the micro environment, and we are also going to see that we also have employees which are part of the internal environment. So we are seeing that the control that is there is that of ensuring that employees do understand what is required in terms of the culture of the business. So basically, this becomes the second point. Then third point, leading the employees organizing and directing their activities and controlling their actions to achieve the goals and objectives of the business. So basically, you would see that now we are going to have our employees as labor, forming part of labor, and labor is a resource that we have at the business. So it becomes the organizational resource or the business resource. So remember, the organizational resource is also part of the components of micro environment. So by leading the employees, by organizing them and directing, we are seeing that that is the degree of control that is coming out that is there. So so we also have at this point, the next point saying ensuring that all the business resources are used efficiently and effectively to the business, to the benefit of the business. So basically we have other resources, and we are talking about all when we are taking into account all the resources that are in the business, the way that the business can utilize those resources effectively and efficiently is how the business is controlling business resources as a component of the micro environment. So basically, that's what we have. The last part, we're going to establish management structures and ensure that plans are implemented as our last point. Remember, management is also part of the micro environment. So basically, that's what we have. Then we go to the next part. Remember, we're saying we have the micro environment. Now we are looking at the market environment. Remember, we are saying influence over the market environment. It is that the business only has a limited control over the market environment. And very important to take note that the business has a limited control over the market environment. So below are the examples of how entrepreneurs could influence some aspects of the market environment. So the aspects that are controlled under market environment, or the components that are controlled under market environment, are the ones that are we are looking at beneath. So we have customers as a component of the market environment. The business can influence the decisions of the customers or of the consumers or customers by using a well-considered and well-executed marketing strategy. So obviously, through marketing strategy, remember, through marketing strategies, that's how the business can interact with the consumers or customers. So that's how they can exercise control over the customer. So this becomes the first that we have, and then we try to go on to the second component that we have, which is suppliers. So on suppliers, we're saying business could also influence the decisions and actions of their suppliers by signing long-term contracts for their inputs at fixed prices, or by forming strategic alliances with them. So that's how the business can also exercise control over the suppliers. And we've got our competitors also as a component of the market environment. They might form a strategic alliance. So how do they control the competitors as a component of the market environment? Is by forming strategic alliances. So very important to take note and go strategic alliance, or join a community business forum, or also form a consortium with other business owners to share ideas and resources to undertake a project that will benefit all the members of the group. Then I also have regulators. We are saying how to the business join together, they can influence regulators. So it means a business as an individual business cannot control regulators, but if they join together, they can now be able to influence regulators. So thereby we are saying they are controlling the regulators. So basically that's what we have in terms of the regulators. Then we can try to move on to the next aspect, whereby we are having unions as part of the market environment, whereby we are saying if businesses maintain a good relationship with their unions, they can influence them through collective bargaining. So through negotiations, that's how the business can control the unions. But it can only do that if the business set a good relationship between them and the union. So basically, that's what we have. And how can they do that? Obviously, is through collective bargaining. Very important for you to take note through collective bargaining, which basically describes the negotiations that takes place between unions as representatives of the workers and the business. So that's what we have. Then we go to the last part where we're looking now at the macro environment. We're saying influence over the macro environment. And we are saying business have no control over the macro environment. Very important to take note. There is no control over the macro environment. So the following factors are not within the control of the business. So basically, there is a rundown in terms of the components that are not controlled by the business, which forms part of the macro environment. So we have got political factors such as government policies and political stability. We have got economic factors such as inflation rate. We also have social factors such as low income levels of consumers and unemployment. We have got technological factors such as changes in new technology and internet infrastructure. We have legal factors such as recent legislation and labor laws. We also have environmental factors such as climate change and environmental sustainability. So basically, this is just a rundown of points that we have of components of the macro environment that are not controlled by the business. So you have got this statement which is saying business, you have no control over the macro environment. Very important to take note. So the points that we have are just highlighting the areas where that forms part of the macro environment that are not controlled by the business. So basically that's what we have. But we have got a please note beneath that, an NB, which is an entrepreneur cannot control the components of the macro environment directly. However, when entrepreneurs join forces, they can influence some aspects of the macro environment. When the entrepreneur, these businesses join forces, is emphasis that we have there that if they join forces, they can influence some aspects, not all. So indirectly, they can influence some aspects of the macro environment. So we are saying directly there is no control that exists there of businesses having over the macro environment component. So basically, that becomes the last part of the business environment that we are looking at. And thank you for listening. Hopefully, the video was helpful. Let's not forget to subscribe to our channel. Let's not forget to share the link to our colleagues who are doing grade 11 business studies. Let's meet again in the next video. As for this video, I'm out.